Hello everyone and welcome to this 15-part tutorial of how to model a SentryGun. I wanted to say something at first. I was looking at few reference pictures, and there are at least 3 or 4 versions of this SentryGun. So be aware of this first, okay? I'm not sure which exactly one is the best, but I think that the in-game reference pictures are the best thing really to know how parts look on this model, but there are probably many logic ways to create parts that that can connect together or maybe look a little bit more fancy and rich. So the overall, what I'm trying to say is that apparently I had some issue with this part here, which is these 3 actually, and basically they should be connected as one part. Like this thing here, it should be a little bit more stretched and have a hook that connected to here. And though we didn't done this at first, for those of you who do want this to look a little bit more authentic, so you can simply grab those 2 and or maybe create a new one that looks just like this but with a little bit less amount of edges, and somehow connect it to here, to those faces here, and do this. But I chose to do this in a very other way, so we're gonna continue, but this time this part of the tutorial will be also a little bit more long than you will probably expect. Also, the washing machine here is driving me crazy because it's doing a lot of noise, and I think it's time to replace it also. Either way, what we're gonna do is gonna rotate this back to 90 degrees. I will first create a copy so I can work with that copy, and let me change to English, and then I can use the hotkeys, and I wanna bring this back to normal, to 90 degrees, and so it will, yeah, that's fine. Now I will lay it down on the back, and apparently I need to do this a little bit more, like this. Let's bring it here. Okay, so this part we probably need to do this in few steps, also in few parts, and it might take a little bit longer, as I said already, and like 2 parts tutorial. So I'm gonna remove this layer and choose this and add it to the same layer, add to selected object, so it also will disappear, and we can work on this. So we're gonna create a cylinder, and I want to rotate this cylinder that way, bring it up a little bit and scale it down, and through the attribute editor to lower down the subdivision axis into 8. So type in 8, and let's bring this one over here. Okay, now I want to place it here at this part, and exit the smooth preview here because I don't want to use it right now. I want it to be sharp, and I want to know where I'm putting my edge loops. So shift right click on this, and I'm gonna add 2 edge loops somewhere here and 1 more here. Now I have a problem with this edge loop tool because it snaps. I don't know what's the reason for this. And let's bring this one like so, and it's very simple. What we're gonna do is we're gonna insert maybe another edge loops just in case here, okay, and right click, choose edge, on this part. I'm gonna grab this edge, Control right click and add ring utilities to add ring and split. So you do this to both sides, and we're gonna grab this one, right click, control right click, add ring utilities to add ring and split. You can press G and it will do the same. And now we're gonna delete those 4 faces and those 4 faces. Okay, then we will grab this figure here, choose the faces here inside and get rid of them. So press delete to delete them, right click, choose edge, bring it to object mode. First let's scale it a little bit to about so. Now it needs to fit that hole that we have on that, let me show you. Okay, it should fit this thing hole, okay, this connection. So try and make this a little bit more of that size, okay? So something like that, that's fine. Now stretch it like so, so it will fit this. Just hide this layer and maybe center it and stretch it more. I'm gonna right click, choose edge, double click on this edge, shift double click on this edge, and I'm gonna extrude them once and pull this blue arrow like so. And then we're gonna extrude it once more and pull the green arrow, because I don't know what's the reason for that, why it's changing, but that's okay. Now press F8 to bring it back to object mode, grab this face that I forgot and delete it, and just to be on the safe side, let's switch to 4 view and see this from here. Top view, it's also good. So yeah, it's the same width. So let's get back to this view, perspective view, choose both of them, mesh, combine, and you know what, before we combining them, let's grab this one and duplicate it and move it over here, and now grab these two and combine them. Go over edit mesh, merge vertex tool, and we're gonna patch this inside to this, okay, like so, to this vertex here. Be careful, to this one, to that one, this one here, and that one here. Now goes same for the other side, one over here, one over here. Now pay attention, I'm using the target vertex and I'm pulling this over here and not the opposite way. Okay, so when you choose the merge vertex tool, click on the options so you will see these options here. Stretch it. I have a little problem here. Why is that happening? I'm not sure. But apparently something I'm doing is wrong. I will... Okay, I understand what's going on. We have those vertices here that are a little bit... Huh? It's not making sense. Shading X-ray. Let me see what I've done here that is wrong. Apparently I have like more than one face there. It's very weird. Oh, okay, see, I think that when I extruded it the first time, it's been extruded inside. So I'm gonna simply select all those faces and delete them, and do the same for those. hope that it didn't happen here also. Okay, I'm gonna grab this edge, double click on it, extrude it once. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Failure. Okay, delete those, and let's delete those. It's not the first time that things like this are happening, so not surprised that much. Just pulling those as we did earlier and just go to the merge vertex tool and connect. Press F8 to bring it back to object mode, and now if I will press 3, just want to see that it's moved correctly and everything is fine here. So you see the overall shape here is look the same, just that we now have this part here. And for this part you can also add edge loops here, so I will go with offset edge loop, not like that, because we do need a center one. So let's first add, control right click on this edge and do this that way, and relay on this one to add 2 more edge loops like so. Now I'm putting those a little bit here and not really attached, because maybe I will need to modify it in order to make sure that the other part there is connecting that this part is not bigger. So whatever, now we're gonna add 2 more edge loops here and do the same. So press F8, shift right click, insert edge loops. Gonna add 2 edge loops here. Okay, now this part here is the halfway leg, okay, the upper leg, and this one is the lower leg, and we need this one here somewhat here, okay, even upper than here. So I'm gonna add 2 edge loops here also, and edge, choose edge, switch to selection tool, grab this edge, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split, and there you go. All I need to do right now is grab these 4, delete them, and these 4 and delete them. So delete, oops, I also selected this one, delete. Okay, so grab this one and bring it over here, and let's switch to top view just to see this, and we can scale this up to about so. Now, by the way, here is the problem we had earlier about the faces. You see here it's okay, but here it went to the other side. So if it happened in your case also, I recommend you to choose those vertices, double click on this one, and just open it up to the other side like so. Okay, because that way it was overlapping and it's folding, like folding, so you want to bring them out. And if it's not correct, you will see distortion on your faces, so it's not a problem. You can see this if it's overlapping. So let's grab those 2, mesh combine, edit mesh, merge vertex tool. The washing machine is sound like formula, Yeah, this is not how formula is sounds. Okay, and here and this one here. So now when everything is patched, let's press 3, selection tool, and fine. The only thing I've left to do here is grab this edge, control right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split, offset edge loop, and create offset. Same, not that far, not really attached over there, but in this case it's not necessary. Okay, so this is it for this part. We will continue the next part and continue this figure. It's gonna be a long road with this leg because it deserves a little bit more attention, so don't be that mad about me, but that's it. Okay, so thank you for watching and we will continue the next part. Bye.